Mimi and Namdi were the kind of couple everyone thought had it all figured out. Their pictures on Instagram were perfect, matching outfits, weekend getaways, sweet captions, and inside jokes in the comments. To everyone else, they were the definition of couple goals. But behind the filters, something real, and fragile, was starting to fade. It began slowly, almost quietly. The "good morning" texts became shorter. The video calls that used to last hours now ended with, "Babe, I'm tired." They still loved each other, at least they thought they did, but something had shifted. Namdi had gotten more ambitious, pouring long hours into a tech startup that was finally taking off. Mimi, on the other hand, had started growing her influencer page, building her brand one reel at a time. They both told themselves they were doing it for the future, but the future was stealing their present. Every date night came with distractions. "Wait, let me just post this first. Babe, I need to take this call, it's important." What used to be laughter-filled evenings slowly became two people sitting across from each other, lost in two different worlds, one in the glow of a laptop screen, the other in the rhythm of social media notifications. Then came the small cracks. Mimi noticed Namdi wasn't liking her posts anymore. Namdi noticed Mimi stopped asking how his day went. And when they finally talked, the words carried weight, not anger, just fatigue. "You're changing," Mimi said one night. "No," Namdi replied softly. "I think we're just growing, but not in the same direction." She wanted reassurance. He wanted understanding. They were both asking for love, but speaking different languages. One weekend, after another argument about time and attention, Mimi packed her overnight bag and left. Not in fury, but in defeat. She stayed with her best friend, scrolling through old photos, the smiles, the messages, the "I can't imagine life without you" texts. She realized how strange it was. They had documented everything, except the moments when they stopped being okay. Meanwhile, Namdi sat in the quiet of their apartment, staring at her empty side of the bed. For the first time in months, he wasn't thinking about deadlines or investors. He was just thinking about her, about the sound of her laugh, how she hummed when cooking, how she used to send random memes at 2 a.m. The silence hurt more than the arguments ever did. 2 days later, he sent her a message, not on social media, but directly, the way he used to when it all began. "I don't want the version of us that the world likes. I want the one that only we understand, messy, real, imperfect. Can we start again?" She didn't reply immediately. But that message stayed open on her screen for hours. Because deep down, she still wanted that version too. When they finally met again, it wasn't dramatic. Just two people sitting in a cafe, realizing that love doesn't end when things go wrong, it ends when you stop trying. And so, they tried again. Not with posts. Not with promises. But with effort, the one thing love still needs in a world that moves too fast. Because sometimes, in this generation of instant everything, the bravest thing two people can do is slow down and choose each other again.